The Haunting of Hollow Hill.
Brought to you by Audio.ai.
The dilapidated mansion known as Hollow Hill had long stood as a grim reminder of a dark and tragic past. Locals whispered about the horrors that had unfolded within its decaying walls, warning each other to stay away. But curiosity and a thirst for adventure lured a group of 5 college friends to the haunted house one fateful night. As the moon hung high in the night sky, casting an eerie glow upon the overgrown garden, the friends cautiously approached the looming mansion. Ivy crawled up the cracked stone walls, and the wind whispered haunting melodies through broken windows. The air was thick with anticipation and a sense of foreboding. The friends entered the mansion, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. The flickering candlelight barely illuminated the darkness that surrounded them. Each creak of the floorboards sent shivers down their spines, as if the house itself were alive, watching their every move. As they explored the rotten remnants of the once grand building, strange occurrences began to unfold. Doors slammed shut behind them, trapping them in narrow corridors. Whispers echoed through the empty rooms, and cold gusts of wind blew out their flickering candles, plunging them into darkness. The house seemed determined to keep them within its clutches. One by one, the friends started to experience terrifying visions. Sarah, a brave and adventurous soul, saw the ghostly figure of a young girl, her eyes hollow and filled with pain. She watched in horror as the apparition beckoned her towards an old, dusty attic. Unable to resist the pull, Sarah followed, her heart pounding in her chest. Inside the attic, Sarah found herself surrounded by a macabre collection of broken dolls. Their lifeless eyes stared back at her, their porcelain limbs twisted and contorted. A voice whispered in her ear, chilling her to the bone. "You cannot leave. You are one of us now," it hissed. Sarah screamed, desperately trying to escape the clutches of the haunted house. Meanwhile, the remaining friends had their own encounters with the supernatural. Mark, a skeptic who had scoffed at the legends, found himself the target of a malevolent presence. Shadows danced around him, growing darker and more menacing with every passing moment. He felt icy fingers brush against his skin, leaving behind a trail of frostbite. Mark's disbelief turned to terror as he realized he was not alone. Something unseen was toying with him, relishing in his fear. As the night wore on, the friends struggled to find each other amidst the labyrinthine corridors. Their fear escalated, and the house seemed to feed off their terror, becoming more powerful with each passing moment. The walls bled, the floors trembled, and the very air crackled with a malevolent energy. Finally, the friends reunited in the grand ballroom, the heart of the haunted house. The room pulsated with a sinister energy, and a thick fog enveloped them, obscuring their vision. In the center of the room stood a figure, its face hidden beneath a tattered veil. The ghostly presence spoke in a chilling voice, recounting the tragic tale of Hollow Hill. Centuries ago, the mansion had been home to a wealthy family. The patriarch, consumed by greed and madness, had sacrificed his own daughter in a sinister ritual to attain eternal life. The house had become a vessel for the tormented spirits, forever bound to its walls, seeking revenge on the living. Determined to break free from the clutches of the haunted house, the friends banded together, summoning every ounce of courage they possessed. With sheer willpower, they confronted the malevolent spirits, demanding release from their grip. The house shook violently, its very foundation crumbling. In a blinding flash of light, the friends found themselves outside the mansion, gasping for breath as Hollow Hill collapsed behind them. The nightmare was over, but the scars would remain forever etched upon their souls. As the sun rose, casting its warm embrace upon the wreckage, the friends made a vow never to speak of their haunted house experience again. They went their separate ways, forever changed by the horrors they had witnessed, knowing that Hollow Hill would forever haunt their memories. To this day, the ruins of Hollow Hill stand as a grim reminder of the darkness that once resided within. Locals still speak of the haunted house, warning others to stay away from its cursed grounds. But the true terror remains locked away, buried deep within the hearts of the friends who survived that fateful night at Hollow Hill.